I gave my mother-in-law a fake key, and she exposed herself. She wanted a key to our house, so I gave her one, just not a real one. My mother-in-law, Carol, has always been a piece of work. She's one of those people who thinks that because she gave birth to my husband Nick, she owns him forever. She drops by unannounced, rearranges my living room when I'm not looking, and makes little comments about how I keep house. Last month, she told me my lasagna tasted like prison food, in front of Nick, and then laughed like it was the funniest thing ever. But the last straw came 3 weeks ago. I came home early from work and found her in our bedroom, going through my dresser drawers. She was holding up my underwear like she was inspecting it for quality control. When I asked what in the world she was doing, she said, dead serious. Just making sure you're taking care of yourself for my son. I was so angry I couldn't even speak. But instead of exploding, I decided to get creative. Carol had been asking for a house key for months, claiming it was for emergencies. Nick thought we should give her one. I always said, maybe later. So I went to the hardware store and asked them to make a key that looked perfect, but didn't work in any lock. The guy behind the counter raised an eyebrow when I explained why, but he made it anyway. The next weekend, Carol came for dinner. I put the fake key on a cute little keychain that said, World's Best Mother-in-Law, found it at the dollar store, and handed it to her like it was a trophy. She teared up. For a second, I almost felt bad. Almost. 2 weeks went by without incident. Then one afternoon, my neighbor texted me, hey, is everything okay? There's a woman on your porch crying and yelling about a broken key. I didn't even need to ask who it was. Apparently, Carol had tried to let herself in while we were both at work, probably to do more snooping. And when the key didn't work, she kept trying for 20 minutes. Then she called a locksmith, convinced our locks were broken. The locksmith took one look and said, ma'am, this key doesn't even go to this house. That's when she realized. I know, she was furious. She called Nick at work, screaming that I'd humiliated her, but the joke was on her, because I'd already told Nick the whole plan. After the underwear drawer incident, even he was on board. So when Carol started yelling, he calmly said, oh, that key? Yeah, we know it's fake. Maybe next time don't try breaking into our house. And then he hung up. Fast forward to Christmas dinner. Carol was still pretending everything was fine, but she couldn't resist making little comments about trust and family respect. Finally, right in the middle of dessert, she stands up and announces to everyone, my daughter-in-law betrayed me. She gave me a fake house key. She expected the whole table to gasp and take her side. Instead, Nick's dad burst out laughing. Good for you, kiddo. Maybe now Carol will finally learn to knock. Turns out everyone knew about her boundary issues. They were just too scared to confront her. Nick's sister literally high-fived me across the table. Even Carol's own mother said, well, that's what you get for snooping, dear. Carol stormed out before we even served pie, and she hasn't tried to drop by since. Would you have done the same or handled it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that hit home.